Hello everyone, Sam Gibson here, Trust and Hippie, and today we are talking about Moonlight, the sophomore effort from director, writer, producer, Barry Jenkins. Barry Jenkins, he directed a film with Wyatt Cenac, something for Melancholy, can't remember the name, I think it was Music for Melancholy, not too sure, I don't have the Wikipedia page open. So, to move on from that, I never saw his previous film, I would not know what it is like, I would not know if it is good. But I have seen Moonlight. So let's talk about Moonlight. Moonlight, it is about a young man named Chiron who is gay and grows up in a not so good place. And the film is about toxic masculinity, and the film is about the choices we make in life and who we choose to be. And it tackles these issues gracefully and subtly, letting the drama between the characters guide the story and not the themes, which I think was one of the things that I was scared of going into Moonlight. I was scared that they were going to let the themes take over the film. And like La La Land, it doesn't let it do that. Like Manchester by the Sea, does not let it take over the drama of the characters, does not let it become less of a fantastic film. Now, who we know Chiron, the character Chiron, is in this film. Who else is in it? Well, there is there are the standout performances from Naomie Harris, who plays Chiron's mother, and Mahershala Ali, who plays his father, not his father, a mentor named Juan. Now, Mahershala Ali, I have no doubt he's going to win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Naomie Harris has competition, though, with Michelle Williams in Manchester by the Sea, and most notably, Viola Davis in Fences. So that's going to be an interesting Oscar race. Back to the film. The film is split up into three parts, where Chiron is called Little, the first chapter when he was a kid. Chiron when he's a teenager, and when he's just called Chiron, and then when his name is Black, and that chapter is when he's an adult. And each of these three chapters has a bit of a distinct feel to it, and it's very unique and it's very well done. The only thing I can name wrong with the structure is that with the second act, they felt the need to have it be the beginning of the film again. And I didn't need it to be that. It just needed to be it. It just needed to be the second part in a story. Although it does fit as the second part in a story, it just kind of stumbles a bit because it feels like it needs to reintroduce all the characters. The negatives in this film are very few and far between. But they are worth talking about. This has nothing to do on my personal opinion of the film, but there are two instances of dubbing in the film, and dubbing is used in films all over the place, but it has two instances of dubbing that are insanely bad. Insanely bad. And it's not like bad as in like they're moving the mouth like this and something totally different's coming out. It's like they probably either didn't say it on set for one of them, and then the other, they probably said it, but it wasn't loud enough, or it wasn't the tone that Barry Jenkins wanted. I don't know. It probably wasn't dubbing, though. Maybe my ears and my eyes just aren't working together. Doesn't really matter, though. The length I felt was too short. I felt the movie was too short. I felt like the movie should have been longer. I would have loved for it to be longer, for the scenes to breathe a bit more, for the characters to just have time to be for a bit. Because I feel like, although the three-act structure is insanely compatible with this type of film, and it is very effective, the thing they give up is a lot of breathing room. And I think maybe they could have had more breathing room in between the big moments in each of these chapters of Chiron's life. Speaking of Chiron, the actors for the character are great. When he's a kid, I felt like in the first part of his performance, he kind of felt dull, but I think that might be because he's a kid. He's very silent. As a teenager, it's a very conflicted performance, a very you can see it all in his eyes. You can look into his soul. And then I think it's Andre Holland. I want to say, I'm probably wrong. I think his name is Andre Holland, who plays Chiron as an adult. He is a masterful actor. He knocks it out of the park in this one. Also, the character Kevin. I'm surprised he wasn't nominated. Any of them, if his actors weren't nominated for Academy Awards. Kevin is a very great character. I'm gonna try my best not to spoil anything that happens in the film. The cinematography is absolutely beautiful. The score, I've already bought the score. I love it. It is an amazing score. Also, kind of paying homage, maybe not homage, but just maybe a reference to the beginning of "To Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick Lamar, where the song. Excuse me for saying this word. I'm saying it because it's in the title of the song. Boris Gardner's "Every Nigger Is a Star." I feel like that really opened the film nicely, and the film is not sad. Well, it's sad. I cried in the film, but it's not hung up on its sadness. You will not walk out in my opinion, when you walk out of this film, you will not walk out feeling, oh man, I hate what happened to that character. Now, personally, when I look at what happened to this character and what I view as his journey, I feel sad because of what happened to him. But also, I I was happy because of certain other things. Conflicting film, very open-ended ending. Although the last shot it hits you and it's beautiful. Yes, Moonlight. Uh, Masterful work by Barry Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, congratulations on this film. It was something that I feel like film was kind of lacking. Um, Also, I'd just like to point out the race thing with this film. This film, it is a masterful film, and not one. Usually, in a lot of films that have a lot of race themes, sometimes it turns heavy-handed or preachy. And I am white. I'm aware that I'm white, but I feel like it is still even in a film with mostly white actors, if they try to tackle the subject of race, I'm just as likely to say it's heavy-handed or preachy. In this film, it tackles the prison industrial complex and the theme of race in America beautifully and without any heavy-handedness, no preachiness. It doesn't point out the fact that it has an all-black cast, or I assume an all-black crew. It doesn't say, look at this, isn't this great? Because I feel like when you do that, it points it out as something that is abnormal, and it makes the thought that white casts, and mostly white casts, and white actors, and being white is the default. When thinking that way makes thinking about any other race thinking abnormal. I don't know. That's what I was thinking in my mind. I feel like it's normalizing different cultures being seen in film, and it's saying, this is this. We're not going to make a big deal about the race in the film. Uh, I don't know. That's just how I felt about it. I felt like it was very quietly revolutionary and quietly, silently uh, protestful of a lot of attitudes with race in film. Anyways, let's wrap this up. Moonlight by Barry Jenkins, starring Mahershala Ali and I think his name is Andre Holland. Go see this film. Even if you don't think, because I do think that some of the filmmaking decisions are subjectively, some people may not like it, some of the camera work. By the way, sometimes, very, very few and far between, if maybe more than once, it might be just once, but I felt like the camera work was trying too hard to be real and in the moment. Although there is a scene with a character walking, and I've never felt the feeling of a character just walking and the feeling they are feeling captured more beautifully in the way the camera is moving. Good job. But just once in a while, like the camera, just what are you doing? Anyways, Moonlight. I feel like everyone should go and see this film. It deserves its 8 Oscar nominations. It deserves a lot of praise, but also I feel like a lot of people should be talking about these themes in America. The prison industrial complex, being who you need to be, race, the effects of environment on oneself. It's to me, this is not these are not themes thoroughly explored in many big films. Yeah, I'm repeating myself at this point. Go see Moonlight. It was great. Next video will probably be an Oscar video going over my predictions. I actually have a Google Doc I'm sharing with a few of my friends to kind of get who's betting on what. Thank you for watching. This is 10 minutes of me rambling. Have a great day.